Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, this second video lecture of week 14 for the course General Mathematics and Statistics is the continuation of my previous video lecture of week 14. In the first video lecture of week 14, we have discussed already the construction of isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. And now in this video lecture we are going to learn about the construction procedure of scalene triangle and right angle triangle. I have already told you that in this week we will discuss the construction of 4 different types of triangle. One is equilateral triangle, second is isosceles triangle, third is a scalene triangle, and fourth is a right angle triangle. So we have already discussed the construction of equilateral and isosceles triangle in the first video lecture of week 14. Now in this second video lecture of week 14 we are going to learn about the construction procedure of scalene and right angle triangle. So dear students, the first exercise about equilateral triangle we have already discussed this exercise, and the second exercise is about the isosceles triangle. We also have discussed the construction of isosceles triangle in this second exercise. Now today in the third exercise we are going to discuss how to construct a scalene triangle. In scalene triangle, its 3 sides are given. In the given data we have the measurement of 3 sides. Scalene triangle is that triangle in which the length of all 3 sides are different. This triangle also called different sided triangle. Now how to construct different sided triangle? We know that the scalene triangle has its 3 sides different. We have one of its side, for example the side C. For example, in this data one side C is given. The length of side C, suppose, is given. So take the base is according to the measurement of side C. So this side C will be the base for the scalene triangle. Now take the length of the side B and transport it centering on the left endpoint of the side C. This sentence means that open the compass about the length of side B and put the compass at this point of side C. Now draw the arc. Take the length of the side B and transport it centering on the left endpoints of the side C. As I have already told you in the previous slide, that open the compass about the length of the side B. Open the compass about the length of this side B and take the compass at this end point and draw this arc. You see over here. Now take the length of side A. Take the length of side A and transport it centering on the right side of on the right end point of the side C. Take the length of the side A and transport it centering on the right end point of the side C. It's mean that open the compass about the length of the side A and put the compass at this point of side C and draw another arc. You see over here. So first of all, open the compass about the length of side B, and put the compass at this point, draw this arc, and then open the compass about the length of side A and put the compass at this point, draw another arc. These two arcs intersect each other at this point. The third vertex of the triangle is where both arcs are intersect. So this is the third vertex of the scalene triangle. So now at the end, join this point to this end point. You see over here, join this vertex with the other vertices at this vertex A and this vertex B. So join this vertex to this end point, and then join this vertex to this end point, and this is the required scalene triangle. Join this vertex with the other vertices and you will obtain the scalene triangle. So dear students, note that how to construct the scalene triangle. In the data we have the length of all three sides, but the length of all three sides are different. That's why triangle called scalene are different sided triangle. So this point is very important to note. In these three sides, the length of the one side will be greater than the other sides. One will be the largest side in length. So for example, C is the largest side, then take C as a base. The largest side consider as a base. The length of the largest side consider as a base. So this point is very important. So for the constructions of isosceles triangle, we have the length of all three sides. For the constructions of scalene triangle, I have already told you that we are going to construct the different sided triangle, not isosceles. Scalene triangle are different sided triangle. So for the construction of different sided triangle, we have the length of all three sides, but the length of all three sides are different. So the largest sides, the length of the largest side consider as a base. Then open the compass about the length of the other side and put the compass at this endpoint or other at this point. You can use this endpoint or this endpoint. So at the second stage, open the compass, suppose at about the length of B, and put the compass at this end and draw this arc. And the third stage, open the compass about the length of the side A and put the compass at this point and draw another arc. These two arcs touch each other at some point. Suppose this point is K point, or you can name this point T or S. So join this endpoint to this endpoint and this endpoint to this endpoint, you will obtain the scalene or different sided triangle. So dear students, this point is very important to note that in different sided triangle, the length of all three sides are different. In the given data, we have the length of all these three sides. So the largest side consider as a base. Now, how to construct a right triangle? How to construct a right triangle given the hypotenuse and one other leg? When we are going to construct right angle triangle, in this data we know that right triangle is that triangle in which measurement of one angle is 90. For the construction of a right angle triangle, we have the length of the hypotenuse and the length of the other side and measurement of one angle which is 90 degree. Now we know that the right angle triangle has a right angle. We have one leg of the triangle and hypotenuse. For the construction, we have these 3 points known. Right angle triangle, one angle is 90, this is known. the length of the hypotenuse is known. Suppose A is the length of the hypotenuse, and the length of the other leg, suppose C, this is also known. Now in these two sides, one is the hypotenuse and other is the other leg. So don't consider hypotenuse as a base. Consider the other leg, suppose C consider as a base. Draw a line. For example, if in the given question, if it is given in the question that the length of the side C is 4 centimeter, so C will be base and draw a line 4 centimeter. Now draw a perpendicular line that passes through the left endpoint of the side C. Uses the method you have now already. Dear students, this sentence means that first of all, draw base side and then construct an angle of 90 degree at this left endpoint of the side C, and you may construct the perpendicular bisector at this endpoint also. So if you want to construct the perpendicular line at this endpoint, so it's mean that construct an angle of 90 degree angle at this point C. For the construction of 90 degree angle, we have already discussed in the previous lecture that how to construct 30 degree angle, 60 degree angle, 45 degree angle, and etc. 90 degree angle. So for the 90 degree angle, open the compass and put the compass at this point and draw an arc. Now draw another arc, put the compass at this point and draw another arc, and then put the compass at this point and draw other arc. Now bisect this last arc. You will get 30 degree angle at this arc, and this arc will be 60 degree. So 60 plus 30 is equal to 90 degree. And when we construct the angle of 90 degree, and then it means that we draw a perpendicular line at this point. So first of all, open the compass and put the compass at this point, draw this arc. Now put the compass at this point and draw another arc, and similarly put the compass now at this point, draw this arc. Now bisect this last 60 degree angle. This is 60 and this is also 60. Now bisect this last 60 degree and put the compass at this point, draw this arc, and put the compass at this point, draw another arc. Now join this point to this end point, you will get the perpendicular line, and this is actually now the 90 degree angle. This is 90 degree angle, and this is the perpendicular bisector. Now take the length of the hypotenuse and transport it centering on the right endpoints of the segment. Open the compass about the hypotenuse, about the length of the hypotenuse, and now put the compass at this point and draw this arc. This is the required vertex of the right angle triangle. Now the third vertex of the triangle is where the arc intersect the perpendicular bisector. Join this vertex with the right end point of the side C, you see over here, and you obtain the right angle triangle. So dear students, for the right angle triangle we have three terms known. One angle is 90, it is known. The length of the hypotenuse is given, and the length of the other side is also given. This is called hypotenuse. A side opposite to 90 degree angle is called hypotenuse, and a side adjacent to this side is called the base. This is actually the base, and this is actually the perpendicular. Now there are actually two perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines mean that line which are opposite to acute degree angle. In this right angle triangle, one angle is 90 and other two angle is acute angle. So if we consider this acute angle, then the side opposite to this acute angle will be perpendicular, and if we consider this acute angle, then this line will be perpendicular. Now in this task, this line is perpendicular because we have construct this line at this endpoint for the 90-degree angle, so this is actually now the perpendicular line. And now dear students, note that for the construction of right angle triangle, as I have already told you, that we have three items. One is the 90-degree angle. This term will be given. This term is known, and the length of the hypotenuse is known, and the length of the other leg is known. So the length of the other leg consider as a base, and then construct 90-degree angle at this point or at this point. When we construct the 90-degree angle, then it's mean that you obtain the right perpendicular sides of this side. You obtain a perpendicular line for this side. Now open the compass about the length of the hypotenuse and put the compass at this point. Draw this arc. This arc join this perpendicular side at this point, then join this point to the other end of the side C, and this is the required right triangle. And now this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.